Imagine stepping into an Egyptian tomb as if it were 1922 or seeing artifacts over 4,000 years old up close. The world's largest museum is about to be revealed. Imagine a place where the past and future meet in an astonishing way. A museum that is not only the largest in the world, but also one of the most innovative and sustainable ever built. Did you know that the Grand Egyptian Museum, located next to the iconic pyramids of Giza, houses the complete collection of Tutankhamun and uses state-of-the-art technology to preserve relics over 7,000 years old? In this video, we will explore the behind-the-scenes of this monumental project, which is already being considered Egypt's new wonder. Discover how this structure was designed to withstand earthquakes and the intense desert heat, learn about the advanced conservation techniques that are protecting the history of humanity, and see how Egypt plans to transform this space into the largest cultural center on the planet. So, stay until the end because you are about to see Egypt from a completely new perspective. Get ready for an epic journey through time and technology. Now, imagine a place where the past and present intertwine in a grand way. A place that not only houses the greatest treasures of ancient Egypt, but is also redefining the concept of a museum in the modern era. Welcome to the Grand Egyptian Museum. Located just 2 kilometers from the iconic pyramids of Giza, this gigantic complex is not just an exhibition space, it is an architectural and cultural landmark already being called the Museum of Museums. With an impressive area of 50 hectares, it even surpasses the renowned Louvre Museum in size. But what truly makes this place stand out is not just its scale, but the way it is revolutionizing the preservation and presentation of ancient history. The construction of the Grand Egyptian Museum began over 2 decades ago and faced numerous challenges along the way: revolutions, economic crises, and even a global pandemic. Despite this, it has risen as a symbol of Egyptian resilience and a commitment to preserving its unique past. And this story goes beyond kings and ancient gods. It reflects how modern Egypt is positioning itself as a global epicenter of culture, innovation, and education. But what makes this museum so extraordinary? Imagine walking through galleries that house more than 100,000 artifacts, many of which have never before been displayed to the public. Imagine seeing, for the first time in history, the entire collection of King Tutankhamun exhibited in one place, from his iconic golden mask to his ornate chariots and a mysterious dagger made of iron from a meteorite. The museum provides an unprecedented immersive experience, transporting visitors directly to the times of the pharaohs. And this is just the beginning. Beyond the treasures of the past, the museum is also focused on the future. Its innovative design incorporates solar panels inspired by the Nile Delta, advanced preservation technologies, and even virtual reality experiences, allowing visitors to explore ancient Egypt like never before. All of this makes the Grand Egyptian Museum a true technological and cultural spectacle. Now that you have an overview of the grandeur of this project, let's dive into the details that make this place an unmissable destination. And believe me, there is much more to discover. Imagine stepping into a room and coming across more than 5,400 artifacts belonging to Egypt's most famous pharaoh, Tutankhamun. This is the only place in the world where you can see the entire collection of the boy king gathered in one space. You will witness everything from his legendary golden death mask to his richly adorned thrones, ceremonial chariots, and even his enigmatic dagger forged from a meteorite. If you think you have seen everything about Tutankhamun, the Grand Egyptian Museum will surprise you. Each piece in this collection tells a part of his story, and together, they form a true portal to one of the most fascinating periods of human history. And this is just the beginning of our exploration. Stay with us to uncover the other secrets of this extraordinary museum, which promises to redefine the way the world sees the history of Egypt. Imagine a place where the past and future meet in a grand way. A museum that is not only the largest in the world, but also one of the most technological and sustainable ever built. Did you know that the Grand Egyptian Museum, located next to the iconic pyramids of Giza, houses the entire collection of Tutankhamun and uses cutting-edge technology to preserve treasures over 7,000 years old? Upon crossing the museum's doors, the first sight is breathtaking: a monumental staircase flanked by colossal statues of pharaohs and ancient gods, some reaching an impressive 11 meters in height. At the center of this grand reception stands the majestic statue of Ramses II, with over 3,200 years of history. Each step of this staircase is a true passage to the past, connecting visitors to the grandeur of ancient Egypt and providing an immersive experience that makes us feel small in the face of the magnitude of history. Seeing Tutankhamun's tomb would already be an incredible experience, but what if you could enter it exactly as it was discovered in 1922 by Howard Carter? Thanks to virtual reality technology, the museum allows visitors to transport themselves inside the tomb, exploring each chamber filled with treasures as if they were experiencing this historical discovery firsthand. Walking through the corridors, observing the preserved details, and feeling the excitement of an explorer from the past century make this an absolutely unique experience. The Grand Egyptian Museum was not designed only for scholars and history enthusiasts but also to spark curiosity in new generations. A special wing was created for children, featuring interactive exhibits that transform learning into a real adventure. Young visitors can participate in simulated excavations, handle replicas of ancient artifacts, and dive into immersive experiences that transport them to ancient Egypt. More than just an educational tour, it is an invitation to the next generation of explorers and historians. Among the museum's most surprising treasures, one of its best-kept secrets is the Solar Boat Museum of Khufu. Imagine standing before a 4,600-year-old vessel, perfectly preserved, which was part of the pharaoh's funerary rituals and was meant to transport him to the afterlife. This boat is one of the most impressive examples of engineering and spiritual beliefs in ancient Egypt, revealing the deep mysticism involved in the funerary traditions of the time. But the Grand Egyptian Museum is not just a portal to the past, it also represents the future of cultural preservation. Its innovative design combines tradition and technology, with a triangular glass facade inspired by the pyramids of Giza and a sophisticated climate control system that keeps the environment cool even under the scorching desert heat. Additionally, the museum utilizes solar panels to generate renewable energy and features an advanced earthquake protection system, ensuring the safety of its artifacts for future generations. The impact of this mega-project goes far beyond exhibitions and architecture. The Grand Egyptian Museum has the potential to transform Egypt into one of the world's leading cultural destinations, establishing the Giza Plateau as a new global tourism epicenter. With a projected annual visitor count exceeding 5 million, this initiative will not only boost tourism but also create thousands of jobs, benefiting hotels, restaurants, shops, and tour guides. But the effects extend beyond the tourism sector. With 17 state-of-the-art laboratories dedicated to the preservation and restoration of artifacts, the museum will become a globally significant archaeological research hub. This means that scientists, historians, and scholars from around the world will have a reference space to make discoveries that could rewrite our understanding of ancient civilizations. The Grand Egyptian Museum is not just an exhibition venue, it is a model for the museums of the future. Its combination of advanced technology, sustainability, and innovation in presenting history can serve as a reference for cultural institutions worldwide. From the use of virtual reality to autonomous preservation systems, it is redefining historical heritage conservation standards and inspiring new ways of storytelling for future generations. Beyond being an architectural and cultural landmark, this project holds even greater significance for the Egyptian people. In a country with such a rich historical heritage, the museum becomes a symbol of resilience and progress, bridging tradition and modernity. More than a space for preservation, it represents national pride and reinforces Egypt's role as the guardian of one of humanity's most fascinating civilizations. The museum also opens doors to international collaborations with renowned institutions such as the Louvre, the British Museum, and the Met in New York, creating opportunities for traveling exhibitions, knowledge exchange, and scientific partnerships that will further strengthen its position on the global stage. In the end, this museum is not just a repository of ancient artifacts, it is a living testament to the history of humanity. Each gallery, each piece, and each experience within its walls reminds us that the past is not distant but continues to shape the present and influence the future. If you enjoyed this journey through the Grand Egyptian Museum, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more incredible content like this. Until the next adventure.